Chester, but it's broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne Hockey.
McClung with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in, Indiana high school basketball fans. SummitCitySports.com coming to you right here from Southport High School. This is the Forum Tip-Off Classic put on by Brian Snow. This is an outstanding facility here at Southport. This holds over 7,500 people, and they got them jam-packed in here, no question about it. Home of the Cardinals here at Southport High School, just on the south side of Indianapolis, Indiana. Thank you for joining us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Taking a look at the captains going over the talk with the referees, the outstanding player Romeo Langford and Keyon Brooks Jr. So exciting here to see the outcome of this contest. We're about 8.5 minutes away from the tip. While we're talking about it, the new Albany Bulldogs, of course, they are ranked number 1 in the state of Indiana, but not for long. The new rankings that will come out at the beginning of next week will have that change, as they were defeated at Floyd Central last night, 49-47 in overtime. Romeo Langford, the top player in the state of Indiana and the top 5 player in the country, only scored 15 points. He's averaging about 130 a game here so far in this 2017-18 season. Of course, we can't talk about the new Albany Bulldogs without talking about Romeo Langford and the guarantee he will be Mr. Basketball here in the state of Indiana. He has cut his list to a Final 3 in Vanderbilt, Kansas, and Indiana. Of course, we are in Hoosier land. The red and white is all around us, but of course, Matt Painter had to show up, make sure his face hit the building. Of course, the Boilermaker coach there at West Lafayette, and the coaches is what I want to talk about now. New Albany, they have one of the best all-time here in the state of Indiana. He is the 8th winningest coach all-time here in the state. 524 wins and 240 losses in 34 years at Bulldog Country. He is in his 20th year for New Albany. He is 359 and 101. Let me say it again, 359 and 101 in his 20 years here at New Albany High School. They are the 2016 state champion final winner in Class 4A, of course, led by Romeo Langford, who is absolutely a stud. He is must-watch TV, no question about it. Well, of course, their opponent will be the number 9 ranked team in the state, the North Side Legends. Of course, they're from Fort Wayne, Indiana, also home of SummitCitySports.com. We have the privilege of covering them non-stop there in the Summit City, Fort Wayne, Indiana. They have one of the best players in the country, top 30. He's a junior, Keyon Brooks Jr. Keyon Brooks Jr. has been offered by everyone under the sun. Kentucky, Kansas, and of course IU wants them badly with the assistant coach Ed Schilling out there, assistant coach for the new head coach Archie Miller, who of course coached Keyon Brooks Jr.'s dad at Wright State, and Keyon Brooks Sr. You take a look at Keyon Brooks Jr. right there. He's an inside-outside scoring threat, a double machine. He will swipe some shots off the glass as well. The kid is an absolute stud and could go down as one of the best players in the city of Fort Wayne all time. Of course, their head coach in his 8th year is the one and only Shabazz Khalik. Shabazz Khalik is 124 and 44. And of course, the Northside Legends, they come out of the Summit Athletic Conference. They are 4-1, 1-0 in the conference, off the big dub last night at Southside High School, coming off a win. So opposite ends of the spectrum is New Albany, coming off the loss at Floyd Central. Northside coming off a big win at their arch rival, the Southside Archers. Keyon Brooks Jr., one-man wrecking crew, but that is not all the Northside Legends have. They have an outstanding point guard in Austin Boucher. Austin Boucher is the transfer, originally started his high school career at Southside High School, transferred to Northside after his sophomore year. They denied his eligibility immediately, did the Fort Wayne Community Schools and IHSAA, so he decided to transfer out to prep school out east. That did not work out, and now he's back in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and running the point for the number 9 team in the state of Indiana. Of course, Austin Boucher, very athletic, and if he gets hot from deep, he can drop 6-7 threes on you. I've seen him do it before. He, of course, has been offered by Air Force and Ball State, and he continues to be on the rise here in the state of Indiana. Of course, to round out that dynamic trio, but I'm not going to say trio, there's 4 of them. So we'll go with the third, and that is Lukas Croft. He's the transfer from Black Hawk Christian High School. He is a junior, been offered by Youngstown State, but just starting to scrap this, start hitting the ceiling on what he is capable to do, and moving to the Class 4A is outstanding for Lukas Croft. The kid is an inside-outside player, has sneaky athleticism, as you saw last night with the one-handed tomahawk jam baseline against Southside. The kid Once again, just like Boucher, if he gets hot from the outside, the kid can flat line it up. And last but not least, of course, Brandon Johnson. Brandon Johnson is the X factor here for Northside. He is heading to St. Francis, locally, University of St. Francis there in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He'll be a Coug and continue his basketball and academic career at St. Francis. This kid is an absolute dynamo when it comes to athleticism. He loves to drive the basket. He has the uncanny ability to hang and take hits and go to the line and hit down his free throws. Also is extremely long on the defensive end, and I can guarantee you my prediction is they will have him on Romeo to start the game. That is if they don't do something special with the box and one here against the Bulldogs. So we're about 3 minutes away from the start of our contest. I'm going to take a short break here and hear a word from our title sponsor, Parkview Sports Medicine.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you right here from Southport High School. About 2:10 left here in the pregame. We are excited to be here. Big shout out to Brian Snow. He is a coordinator here at the Forum Tip-Off Classic, and it is an atmosphere to behold here. No question about it. Beautiful people. All these Hoosiers around me. Nothing but love here and watching Indiana high school basketball. Northside will be in the all-white unis here tonight. Kind of fades down into the gray on their shorts. Of course, New Albany will be in the red with the black trim. New Albany, they do score 80 points a game, give up only 50. I'm no math major, but I guarantee you're going to win several games with that kind of output for the New Albany Bulldogs and head coach Jim Shannon. But for Northside, the key, absolute key is let no one else hurt you. If Romeo goes for 35 and the rest of the team goes for 10, you're winning this ball game. So that'll be the obvious choice for head coach Shabazz Khalid, because if they let Romeo do his, cut everybody off, or they do it the opposite, cut Romeo off and let everyone try to hurt them to get the dub. Again, thank you for joining us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Forum Tip-Off Classic. Our owner, Jeff Mahoney, is on the floor with the camera. Balin Height on the camera up top. And this is Tim Atkinson. I'll be calling your play-by-play here this evening. But for now, before we do that, I do want to mention, ladies and gentlemen, starting December 27th, live from Wayne High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Summit Athletic Conference Holiday Basketball Tournament. I'll be calling every single matchup there live at Wayne. Thanks to Gary Raber, outstanding athletic director, easy for me to say, out there at Wayne High School. But we will be live all games for the Summit Athletic Conference Holiday Basketball Tournament. Now we are about set for the starting lineups. There is an excitement here in the house, no question about it. New Albany will. Sean East. That is Julian Hunter, number 30. Number 33, Trey Hurrigan, the sophomore. And that is Romeo Langford, obviously getting the biggest cheer here at Southport. Also, with a starting lineup, number 11, Derek Stevenson. Now for your Northside Legends out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. That is Lukas Croft, the junior. That is number 1, the X Factor, Brandon Johnson. Number 2, Elijah Long, had 3 triples in the first half last night against Southside. There's Austin Boucher, the outstanding point guard here for head coach Shabazz Khalik. And the top 30 player, the junior class, number 12, Keyon Brooks Jr. So we are about set, ladies and gentlemen. This is Indiana High School basketball. We do play 4 8-minute quarters here in the state, 10-minute halftime. No shot clock in the state, and we are about set as you take a look at the Northside Legend huddle as they break it in the all-white unis. Starting lineups in the books, and it is about time. Only about 36 minutes past the scheduled tip time. So when all things are considered, making some progress here in the Forum Tip-Off Classic. That will be Romeo and Keyon to tip it at the circle. What a look right there, ladies and gentlemen. And we're in. New Albany will start with possession, and the clock will roll. That's Sean East. He goes to Romeo. Good pump fake. You got to be solid. Brandon Johnson did guard, coming out and guarding him to start the contest, as I did suspect. So man-to-man defense for Northside, New Albany. They will start the same way defensively. Thank you again for joining us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keyon Brooks has Romeo guarding him. Keyon has about 4 inches on Romeo. They know each other very well. Lukas Croft, start the game, can't get the 3. Rebound, Romeo. And just mishandled the pass. Did Derek Stevenson. The lob, good catch, and finish for New Albany to start the contest. That was Julian Hunter, number 30, with the first bucket of the contest. Steal, Romeo. Romeo, good step, may have been partially blocked by Brooks. But here comes numbers for the Legends. Johnson, good give up. And the left hand can't go. Keyon Brooks with the follow, can't go. Lid on the rim right now for Northside, and you cannot leave. Romeo Langford in the corner, wide open. Triple for Romeo. Top player in the state of Indiana. The kid is an absolute scoring machine. Has a chance to break Damon Bailey all time. Johnson on the wing. They want Brooks on that flash. You need to get him the ball down there. There you go. Get him the ball on that block. Let's see if they double team. Double team comes. Somebody's got to be open. Brooks will just rise up and shoot over the top. Croft with the rebound. Oh, they'll give it to Brooks. 3 ball. No good. Rebound, New Albany. Good push. And swatted. Boucher. I'm telling you, sneaky athleticism for the senior. Croft with the finger roll. Beautiful job on the break for the Northside Legends as Lukas Croft will get them off the schneid. What we got? Foul called. First team foul on Northside. It will be on Brandon Johnson. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. That is Trey Hurrigan. So Elijah Long getting the start here tonight after the big game last night against Southside, and that big win to open the Summit Athletic Conference. Of course, New Albany plays out of the Hoosier Hills Conference. 3 ball, Hurricane, short, rebound, Long. Elijah Long, he'll bring it over the timeline. Lob over to Croft. Keyon wanted it back up top. Baseline dribble drive, Croft, one-handed pass baseline, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Julian Hunter for the Bulldogs. 5-2 early score. Inbound to Brooks, he'll hand Johnson. Johnson from that right elbow will back it out. Crossover, defense, good job, knocked away. Could have been called a double dribble. Croft, back to Johnson, they'll reset. Brooks, right over Romeo. Can't get it to go. Rebound Hunter once again. Shawnee still started, goes far side to Romeo. Langford, cut off baseline. Hurricane, another three-point chance. This time no good. Good board offensively for Julian Hunter. And Julian Hunter's making him pay on the offensive glass. He now has 4 points, 7 deuce. Northside is down early in this contest. Boucher, they want Brooks. You got to be more stronger with that pass. Boucher goes up top, Croft. One-touch pass, Johnson. Johnson in the paint. He'll hang over the top, no good. Rebound, Romeo. Langford looking to push. Nice leave. That is a sneaky bounce pass there from Romeo Langford. And a timeout call by the Northside Legends. They need to talk about it, does Shabazz Kalik. There's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a short one with them. You're watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome back, Indiana High School basketball fans. Little technical difficulty. We're back at you. Boucher up top. He'll relieve by Johnson. 9-2 is your score. We're under 4 minutes. Just coming out of the timeout here from Northside. Then head coach Shabazz Kalik. They want Croft on the block. He can block it up, no question. He's got good post. But kicks it off Johnson. Boucher, he'll let go. 3. Austin Boucher. Good sign for Northside as he hits the triple. And Boucher, the much needed scoring presence here to start this contest. Down 4 are the Legends. Sean East. Stevenson kicks out Hurricane. He does not shy away from the triple. And you see why. He finally knocks one down. 12-5 your score. Hurricane 1 for 3 to start the contest from deep. Croft had a back cut. Johnson backs him down. Back up top, Croft. Croft, Johnson, a little stagnant on offense is Northside. Need to pick it up here. Johnson to the paint, cut off. Hunter's had some great defensive footwork on Johnson, no question. So you get Keyon involved here. Johnson goes baseline, hangs, takes a hit and one. Brandon Johnson, I mentioned it in the opener, has the uncanny ability to get to the bucket, and he hangs and takes hits and gets that ball at least up for a chance. This time it goes in, and he will head to the line for the three-point opportunity. Johnson to convert on the three-point play. Bucket. 4-point deficit now for the Legends. 3 points for Brandon Johnson. 2.5 minutes here in the last game of this Forum Tip-Off Classic from Southport High School. I have not seen so many cars in my life at a high school facility. I think I'm parked near Bloomington. I'm not too sure. Kind of lost my way. But anyway, 2:13 here. SummitCitySports.com. Slow pace to this first quarter. Romeo Langford, the obvious lock for Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana, has hit one triple. That one in the corner. A little motion. Hurricane goes to East. They want Romeo on that back cut, and that was beautiful help defense from Keyon Brooks Jr. sagging. And that's from Steph Curry range. No good. Rebound, Lukas Croft. Boucher. Good pump fake. Kicks. Johnson. 3-ball. Brandon Johnson. No good. Rebound, Stevenson. 1.5 minutes. Romeo gets a screen from Hurricane. into the paint, up and one. The new Albany Bulldog, Romeo Langford, hangs and hits, and he'll head to the line now for his chance at the three-point play. Romeo with 5 points, trying to make it 6. 14-8. Silky smooth stroke. New Albany High School great Romeo Langford. Chance to break the all-time scoring record here in the state of Indiana this year. Romeo now with 6 points. Johnson, little dribble weave up top. Little back cut to Boucher. Tough pass. Just not needed. 15-8. Romeo wanted to post up on Johnson. Now they do get him. Romeo, good up fake. Hangs and does get the roll. The kid is just an absolute stud scoring the ball. 8 points. Lukas Croft can't get it. Ooh, Keyon. And then blocked by Romeo, and they'll call that a foul. To the unpleased eyes of the fans here at Southport High School. Keyon Brooks Jr. He'll head to the line to shoot a pair. (17-8) on the miss. And does hit the second attempt, 46.5 seconds. So just 1 point for Keyon here. His squad down by 8 points. Romeo in the corner. Stevenson brings it back out to that left elbow. Now backs out. East wants the ball. He gets it. Long stays with him. 30 seconds on the clock. No shot clock in the state of Indiana. New Albany can hold. Stevenson. Nope, that's East. Teardrop. Beautiful. Nice little runner and teardrop. And the biggest lead for New Albany is 11 on the Sean East runner. Johnson screens from Keyon. Johnson. And that's how he loves. He hangs. That time, no foul called. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Your score 19-9. The Northside Legends, number 9 in the state, down by 10 to the number 1 team in the state, the New Albany Bulldogs. You're watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Start of our second quarter. Northside needs to come out with some kind of momentum here to get the ball rolling in the second quarter. They need that. Can't get it from Croft. New Albany looking to push this 10-point gap. Got it. 3-ball. Stevenson. And New Albany putting it 2. The Northside Legends here right now, 5 points. Excuse me, that's just 3, 4. Stevenson down low. Brooks, double team comes. Fights through it. Can't get it to go off glass. Lang can't get it. Hello. My goodness gracious. 24-25-9. Danger time here for Northside. Keyon, they need it. Off right. Johnson, offensive rebound. He's underneath the basket. Hangs and spins out. Keyon there for the putback. 14-point deficit. Keyon just with 3 points, 3 boards unofficially. Too easy for New Albany. You're going to have to come up with something different defensively against the talented Bulldog club. That's another bucket. Croft, what's a screen from Boucher? 16-point deficit. Can't get it up over the front of the rim. Rebound. Croft couldn't get the jumper. Uh-oh, dangerous. 19-point edge. And East with the 3-ball. Northside needs to put something together for momentum's sake. Brooks hangs, got it to go. The top 30 player in the country in the junior class. Takes it to the bucket, hangs and hits, and will head to the line now for the opportunity of the 3-point play. Of course, tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. 17-point lead for the Bulldogs. And Keyon spins it home to convert on the 3-point play. Now with 6 points, 5:45. Hello. That was from the parking lot. No good. Nate Carball has just checked in with the rebound. Also for New Albany, just checking in is Darren Starks. He's guarding long. Boucher, Johnson. Carball is going to clear it out. Boucher from deep. Got it. Austin Boucher, his second 3-pointer of the contest that falls. He has 6 points. Cut it to a 13-point lead. Northside averages just about 68 points a game and gives up just under 47 and a half. Of course, they are the state runner-up from a year ago. Were defeated by Ben Davis. Looking to build on that year. Good one-touch pass, but right underneath Starks. Just a low catch. Tough catch for Starks. Turnover on New Albany. Heading back Northside's way. They inbound Boucher, back Johnson. Johnson over the timeline. I believe that is Southers who's checked in the game. It is. Nope, that's number 23, Anthony Irvin for New Albany. Long, can't get it. Carball, great hustle. Good minutes here for Nate Carball off the bench as he pulls a board and picks up a foul. That's on her again, his second, and that is the team's 4th. Of course, in the state of Indiana, after the 17th foul, it's a 1-and-1. And at the 10th team foul is the double bonus. Keyon down low, lots of space, can't get it up over the rim. Rebound, Romeo Langford. East. He'll pull it back out. The defense didn't come with them, couldn't get it to go. And 2 Northside legends were out rebounded by 1 Bulldog that time. In the corner, Irvin, no good. Rebound Johnson. The push to Long. Brooks was the lob. Oh, they had it. Boucher. Cut off by East. Fadering. Oh, my goodness. Austin Boucher showing you the skills. Now with 8 points and a timeout by head coach Jim Shannon. He needs to talk about it here as the lead is down 4-11 for the Bulldogs. We'll take a break. You're watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 4:03 left in the second quarter. Northside has cut it to an 11-point deficit on the backing of Austin Boucher and Keyon Brooks Jr. East. Little 2-3 zone here for Northside out of the timeout. Always a smart move. Love the change of defenses out of a timeout. That's more of a 1-2-2 zone, it looks. And you just do not want to shade off of Romeo Langford. East. Just 3.5 minutes left. Packed house here at Southport High School. Just a great atmosphere. Patience is New Albany. Of course, out of New Albany, Indiana. That's the southern reaches of our state. This is basketball country, no question about it. Take a look around. East from deep three, got it. Big triple laid down by East, the senior. That's his second three, has 8. Under 3 minutes. Back to a 14-point lead for New Albany. Brooks down low, double team, triple team comes. Long, Johnson. Need to be more crisp. Had the lob for Brooks, couldn't get it. And then rebound, Hunter. Hunter heads to East. Sean East, Romeo Langford. Good look down low. Boucher got up off his feet, left his feet, and the easy bucket. Anthony Irvin with the easy bucket. 2:25, Brooks. And that is a gift call to Romeo Langford. It was falling before the contact, but that's what the call will be. Offensive foul on Keyon Brooks Jr. We'll go back to New Albany's direction. Again, this is Tim Atkinson. Calling your play-by-play. You can follow me on Twitter as well, at Tim Atkinson22. That is at Tim Atkinson22. 35-19, Romeo Langford. He'll go far side. Now back up top East. Romeo near side. They want Romeo off the baseline. Johnson stood with him. They do get it back. Touch pass right back to East. 2 minutes remaining. Jumper from about 10. Nothing but net for Julian Hunter. Have him down for 8 unofficially. Kid's having a great game. Johnson, a lot of contact. And there will be a foul before the shot. Fifth foul on New Albany. And Northside will inbound underneath their own basket. Can't get it. What do we got? They're going to call a foul on Northside on the loose ball, on the rebound. And it is a foul on Northside. Holding foul going after the rebound. And that is number 3 on Keyon Brooks Jr. Outstanding. That is going to be huge. 1:45 left. You're already down 18. You can't afford to pull him out. You got to keep him in this last 140. Hope he doesn't pick up his 4th personal and hopefully cut the deficit. 15-foot jumper from Romeo. Tried to bank it in. I didn't hear glass. Boucher, outlet Johnson. Johnson, nice shake. And that may have been partially blocked by Langford, but Johnson will head to the line. He'll get 2 shots on the hit. (37-19), 1:30 left in this first half. SummitCitySports.com. Johnson picks up the free throw. That's his 4th point. Down 17 is Northside, minute and a half. Johnson hits them both. They needed them. Now need a stop. Does Northside. Johnson with 5 points. East calls out the play. Head coach Shannon off the bench to switch it. Stevenson. Ooh, dangerous pass picked up by Southers. They want Romeo on that back cut for the lob. 3 people for Northside paid attention to that. Well schooled. Try for that back cut, did Romeo. So smooth in the jam. Romeo Langford showing you the skill. My goodness gracious. Kid is an absolute superstar here in the senior class. And no good. This is dangerous for Northside. Already down 18. East, teardrop. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Johnson blocked by Langford, but a foul. 10 points here in the first half for Romeo Langford. His squad up 18, 39, 21, 29.2 seconds left. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here tonight. 29.2 seconds. Johnson can't hit the first. Got to hit the freebies against this talented team. And the New Albany Bulldogs. Johnson, second attempt of 2. Back rim's no good. Did get his own rebound, put back good. Huge play for Johnson. Gets his own rebound off the miss. 7 points now for Johnson. Langford has to pick it up. Wants it back, 13 seconds. It will not be anyone else taking this shot. Langford, drew the defense and kicked to East, team player. And what we got? Ooh, it's gonna be a foul on Hunter over the back of Carball. No, it's gonna be a foul on Nate Carball. And that's just the 5th team foul. So we'll inbounds with 3 seconds remaining. Langford, fade away. He just stepped back 3 ball. Are you kidding me? Romeo Langford, give him the Mr. State basketball now. What an outstanding player. And Romeo Langford showing you the skills. Let's take another look at that before we go to break. On the inbounds pass, just 3 seconds was on the clock. And Romeo pops out. Watch his step back on the fake. Boom, step back, 1 foot. Went 1 foot off the left foot, and Bach is in. Romeo Langford, so skilled. Let's take one more look. Langford, fake that pass, and then that one pop-up step, left foot, and bucket. Romeo Langford, are you serious? So what a halftime we have seen here this evening. We'll take a break as we will join you as we get closer to the second half. You are watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but it's broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne Hockey.
Plum with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home. Or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com, coming to you from Southport High School, the Forum Tip-Off Classic, Indianapolis, Indiana. So happy to be here. Big shout out to Brian Snow. He is the one who's put this classic together, and it has been a good one. Seen several good games here and a ton of high-level recruits. No doubt about it. But the story in that first half is the absolute domination offensively for the new Albany Bulldogs. 13 points unofficially for Romeo. He leads his club in that category and leads. And that is the game high as well. Boucher with 8 points for Northside and just 6 for Keyon. Without Boucher and Keyon, and of course the X Factor Brandon Johnson, who does have 7 as well. Without that, they would be absolutely being crushed here at Southport High School as Romeo Langford, after hitting the buzzer beater, and went into halftime feeling nice, up by 19 points. Of course, Romeo Langford is the top player in the state of Indiana, and he has cut his list to 3. That is Kansas, Vanderbilt, and of course, Indiana University with Archie Miller, new head coach. As we'll see when he will commit, but that is the commitment that everyone is waiting for here in the state of Indiana and countrywide, no doubt about it. Romeo Langford is the absolute lock for Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana. Tonight's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Big shout out to Parkview Sports Medicine, where of course it is game on Our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance training offers athletes coordinated care and instant access at the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic inside the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Also, ParkviewSportsMedicine.com is a new go-to for local sports with scores and highlights for all area schools. ParkviewSportsMedicine.com wants to celebrate the accomplishments of athletes on and off the field. Check it out at ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you can also make Parkview Sports Medicine a part of your team. Give them a call at 260-266-4007 or log on to ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. Well, thank you again for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll take one last break. You are watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you from Southport High School. This is the Forum Tip-Off Classic put on by Brian Snow, Indiana Prep Hoops. Outstanding environment we have seen at Southport High School here today. And it's a beautiful day. First snow day here in northern Indiana through central Indiana has been today, of course, with all the travel with people coming here to Southport High School. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can be a part of the team here at SummitCitySports.com. Please, we need sponsorship help to continue to bring this live coverage of Indiana high school sports. This costs a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen, to, number one, pay broadcasters, cameramen, pay our IHSAA fees. It is very expensive to do this and to bring you live coverage. And, of course, without jetpacks at every broadcast, we cannot guarantee 100% Wi-Fi success. So please, if you can help, you can go to our website, hit the donate button, or you could hit us up on social media at 260 Sports on Twitter. You can hit us up on Facebook on our page, Summit City Sports. You can email us. You can email me at TAtkinson, Atkinson at SummitCitySports.com, and of course, our owner, Jeff Mahoney, at jmahoney at SummitCitySports.com. We do not want to stop or have to take away from any coverage, but with that, we need sponsorships. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can help or want to help be a part of this outstanding thing we are doing for the community, please let us know, and we will come up with any package. So we are about set, and the start of our second half is upon us. New Albany in control, and they start with possession in this third quarter, 42-23, and a little cheapie, as Bill Raftery would say, a little nickel dimer called on north side. That will be Brandon Johnson, his first. Check it. I was going to say I had him marked for one. They actually called that on Elijah Long. That's his first personal foul, team's first of the half. Langford on the wing has Johnson on him. Good jab step, baseline, 18-foot jumper, Long, no good. Battle for the board, last touch by Northside. Looked like it went off the head of Lukas Croft. Out of bounds, will stay at that end. An outstanding first half, of course, for Romeo Langford. He is a game-high 13 points. The steal. Can't get it to go. Croft with the offensive rebound. Got it. Boucher. They needed that one more than anything. Maybe that can get the momentum going here for Austin Boucher as he hits his third triple. Now has 11 points. He's the team high. Beautiful. That's just too nice in the bucket. 44-26. And a foul. What do we got? Jump ball? Jump ball. Possession error will stay at that end. Brooks at that high post. Jab step on Langford. Goes. Hangs Langford with the swat. Are you serious? Kid can do everything. Brooks gets it back. This time the jumper is pure for the Northside legend. 44-28. Let's cut it to a 16-point game. That's Brooks' 8th point. Stevenson. That is Sean East. Berrigan, he does have 3 personal fouls. 44-28, nearing 6 minutes. Stevenson. Patience here from New Albany. And they can do that here with no shot clock in the state of Indiana, which absolutely drives me nuts. Langford, they go far side, Sean East. They're up 16, right elbow jumper from East. That was a nice jumper as he kind of floated towards the basket on that bucket. That's 10 points now for Sean East. Croft. Baseline, dribble drive right down the paint and puts it up and in with the left hand. Lukas Croft. That is 4 points now for Lukas. 16-point lead. Romeo Langford from the parking lot. Nothing but net for Romeo. Hits another triple. That is his 3rd. He has 5 points in this 3rd quarter. Make it 18 for the game and a steal. Picks it up, and there he is for the easy two-handed jam. Kid is so special here in the senior class. Another bucket. Make it 7 in the quarter, 20 for the game. No good. And rebound Langford. No good. Croft with the board. Down 21 here are Northside. Coming off that big win last night at Southside. Their arch rifle and Summit Athletic Conference foe. Elijah Long, 3, no good. Good box out, but Croft found a way. And then a nice little up and under, a little whoopsie-do for Lukas Croft. Puts it in, cuts it to 19. Croft, 2 straight. Now has 6 points. Long is on the hip of East. Teardrop, no good. And Croft cannot handle. Out of bounds. Checking in for the first time is the sophomore Jalen Causey. Checking out is Elijah Long. Thank you for joining us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com bringing you this coverage of the Forum Tip-Off Classic. Langford, he'll pop out. Instead, they'll go in the backcourt. Romeo wants the pill. He has it. Double team comes immediately. Hunter. Stevenson, back to Romeo. Good pump fake for Langford. Mishandled. Hunter off the glass. Easy lay-in. Julian Hunter, his first bucket of the second half. He has 10. Keyon, they need it. Can't get it. Keyon a little cold here tonight from distance, and the foul will be called on Causey. That's his first and the team's second. 53-32. 3:45 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Romeo Langford and his New Albany Bulldogs are in absolute control here at Southport High School on the south side of Indianapolis. Langford, good look to Stevenson in the corner. Can't get it, rim, unkind. Johnson with the board. Johnson saw the hole, took it, and once again just hangs and takes the hit. Just couldn't get that one up and over the front of the rim, but he will head to the line. He will have a 2-shot opportunity. He is 3 of 3 from the charity stripe, 7 points for the senior. University of St. Francis commit. and go. Johnson makes it a 20-point deficit. Brandon Johnson, second attempt at 2. Hits that one. Back to a 19-point deficit. 9 points here for Johnson. 3:15 on your clock. Nearly an over and a back there. Stevenson, at the top of the key, guarded by Brooks. They went Irvin, they'd find him. Back up top, East. Romeo Langford has not sat out 1 minute here tonight. And he never looks tired. And Anthony Irvin, 5 points now as they continue to hit from deep. Does New Albany as a team. Seven unofficial threes here for New Albany through the first 2.5 quarters. And Brandon Johnson will head back to the line. His club down by 22, 2:38 remaining in this third. New Albany coming off that defeat last night at the hands of Floyd Central, 49-47 in overtime. Romeo only with 15 points. He was too shy of that at halftime here tonight against the number 9 ranked Northside Legends. Johnson. Puts that one down. 56-36. Johnson stays out from the line. That's 7-7 from the charity stripe for Johnson. Romeo with the hand. And they're going to call a foul on Johnson. The head coach, Shabazz Khalik, darn close to getting teed up there, no doubt, as he hopped off that bench. He wants an explanation. And Romeo Langford. Langford. It's the first. Two of 2 here from the charity stripe is Romeo. And hits that one as well. Of course, a 3-point, or 3 free throws here for Romeo. 17th in the state in scoring. Langford rattles all 3, 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. He has 23. 59-36. Boucher wants it cleared out for Brooks. Screens off Croft. The switch comes. Now Brooks lost the handle momentarily, picks it back up. He'll raise up from 3. Deep, that is short. Battle for the rebound comes to Stevenson. He'll outlet East. Romeo's gonna pop out, he wants it. And knocked out of bounds by Keyon. Can't get it over. Romeo on the save, out wide. Good jab step and ankle broke. Baseline jump drive East and put it up and in. East with his second bucket of the quarter. Outlet to Stevenson and thrown at the cameraman sitting baseline out of bounds. 61-36 is our score. New Albany in dominating fashion here tonight. Johnson over the timeline, minute and a half left. Rubs the screen off Brooks. Johnson into the paint. Knocked away, Hunter tried to save it, but that's right underneath their basket. Brooks at that left elbow. Double teams comes from Romeo, and then we're gonna have a foul. As, who will they call that on, Romeo or number 23, Irvin? That's on Irvin. Third team foul on New Albany. Will inbound underneath their basket. Checking in is Darren Starks for New Albany Bulldogs. Also, Hurricanes getting ready to check in for New Albany. And Romeo will take his first seat of the contest and gets a hand. Up 25 points. Romeo Langford, the lock for Mr. State or Mr. Basketball in the state, as that's going to be a foul before the pass in. Johnson was fouled on the hold. They'll get that on Irvin, I believe, again. That'll be his third. That's the team's fourth. Boucher needs help. Croft nearly picked off by her again. Picked up the dribble too far from the bucket. Brooks, double team. Boucher to the bucket. What we got? We got a foul on a push. Baseline. Let's take a quick look at that Langford steal from a couple possessions ago. Just regained. And look at that 2-foot jump. Kid is so special when it comes to athleticism. Just a scoring, absolute scoring machine. Brooks can't get it to go. So he'll head to the line to shoot two. Let's take a look at that baseline dribble drive once again from East. Here it is as Croft came out on, but didn't come out under control in the blow by and the teardropper over Keyon as Brooks hits the first of two. Keyon just with 9 points through almost 3/4 of action here at Southport High School. Hits them both. 24-point deficit. Brooks, 4 of 5 from the charity stripe. Ooh, went for the steal. Nearly got it. Romeo came back. Little inside-out dribble. And then a foul on the pass out. That will be hit on Croft. 53.7 seconds left in this third quarter. And thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Coming to you right here from Southport High School, home of the Cardinals. Outstanding environment here on the south side of Indianapolis, put on by Brian Snow. 53.7 seconds. Up top, East. Langford. Double team came. Keyon with the steal. Behind the back. Boucher wants it on the wing. Instead, Keyon threw it up with the right hand. Just a little off balance. Here comes Romeo. Wide open. Stevenson. Good help defense. Boucher. Near steal by Croft. Romeo. 3 people went to him. Romeo hangs and hits. My goodness. Romeo Langford. So talented. And another bucket here in the third quarter, and he'll head to the line for the 3-point opportunity. $25 points, make it 26 for the best player in the state of Indiana, and that is bar none. So Keyon will look to inbound. Johnson in the backcourt, 16.8 seconds left in this third quarter. Causey will check out, and checking in for the first time is the freshman Jordan Moore. Brooks, 26-point lead, knocked away, and a foul. That will be on Irvin. That's his fourth, I do believe. It is his fourth. Keyon Brooks will head to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 on the 7th-team foul. Keyon gets the front end. We'll get the second attempt. .4 seconds. Game in control here for New Albany, coming off that devastating loss last night to Floyd Central in overtime. Langford somehow kept the handle. What a look. And at the buzzer, are you kidding me? Keyon couldn't get to it quick enough. And the lay-in, New Albany on top. 65-39 at the end of the third quarter. You're watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome back, Indiana high school basketball fans. SummitCitySports.com from Southport High School. One more 8-minute period remaining here from the Forum Tip-Off Classic at Southport High School, put on by Brian Snow. What a great day of Indiana high school basketball here in the state, and all in front of the most crazed basketball fans in the country, in my opinion. This is basketball state. This is the state of Indiana. So 65. And they did change the score on me. I had it right previous. Always go with your gut. So 66-40 officially. Brooks with the board. Has Croft on the wing. Then get it to him. Brooks takes a hit off glass. And you can see how skilled that kid is. Just a junior. Keyon Brooks Jr. So Keyon will head to the line for the chance at the three-point play. It does convert. Keyon. 13 points now. Well under his average of about 26. 66-43. Brooks with another board. He loves that. Whoa, tomahawk Keyon. And I wish people didn't want to leave now, as they're starting to file out with the game over. Keyon Brooks showing you how good he is, and then Romeo comes right back, of course, and hits a triple of his own, and then blocked. So 29 points, as Romeo wanted that lob, as so did the whole crowd of about 7,000 people still left here. Romeo wanted that lob. He's coming over talking to his partner. Woo! 68-45. No good. Rebound. And that's going to be a push called on Stevenson. That's the 8th team foul. That'll send Jordan Moore to the line. Let's take a look at that Keyon Brooks coast-to-coast jam. Watch the length of his two steps. Oh, my goodness. And then just tomahawks it down. So skilled. Top 30 player in his class. 68-45. As we're having a discussion over here at the scores table. I'm not sure what it is all entailing, as that looks like that is Romeo's 4th personal foul. As Oregon checks back in, and Starks will check out. 68-45. Jordan Moore, the freshman. Rattles home the first. Jordan Moore with his first bucket. That's East. Sean East been running the point nicely for New Albany. No doubt about it. And then a foul called on the Bulldogs to the dismay of the fans here. And then we want a timeout here. Does head coach Jim Shannon. We'll take a short one with them. You are watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 6:32 left and an offensive foul called on Northside. 68-47, down 21 points here on the south side of Indianapolis. This is SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Game high score right now is the talented Romeo Langford with 29. Just not high enough on that lob. Brooks caught up in the double team in traffic. Good look to Croft and just through the fingertips. Out of bounds, we'll head back to Sean East and the New Albany Bulldogs. Look at the blow by, and then he'll pull it back. Romeo, Boucher's on him now. 68-47, 6 minutes left. Romeo Langford for three. 71-47. 32 points for the superstar, the five-star recruit, Romeo Langford. Boucher can't answer. East with the rebound. What a absolute talented superstar is Romeo Langford. Double team, comes. Hurricane, teardrop. And New Albany, it is not just Romeo Langford. They got a good squad as Romeo's going to take that. And a charge. I believe that's Keyon's fourth personal. As he just put his head down and went to the cup. It is his fourth personal foul. East. He'll bring it up the timeline. Just unconscious is New Albany. I think them being defeated last night was about the worst thing to happen to Northside, as they have come out in fuego. Finger roll, Brooks. 17 points now for Keyon. Unofficially, of course. Here's East. Kick back. Three ball. Stevenson, why not? Derek Stevenson hits his second three ball. He's got 6 points. Croft can't get that to go on the hit. Out of bounds. Croft will head to the line to shoot two. Croft with 6 points. 4:31 remaining in this contest as the fans start to file out here at Southport High School, trying to beat the traffic. As I said earlier, I have not seen this many cars Man, people, for a high school event in my entire life, I am not kidding you. It has been a great atmosphere here at Southport High School. Croft makes them both. Now 8 points for the Talent. East, he'll back it out. 79-51, Romeo. His ball fake is one of the best next level weapons there is. And if that is on Keyon, that will be his 5th. It's not, it's on Boucher, I believe. So Romeo will head to the line. He's shooting 3 once again. That's the second time he's been fouled from deep. You can go ahead and just mark these in the book. Romeo Langford, silky smooth stroke. He is a scoring machine, the best scorer in the state of Indiana since Eric Gordon, in my opinion. As Romeo looking at one and done all over him, as he is still yet to commit to his university, has cut it to 3. Vanderbilt, Kansas, and IU. Croft. Boucher hangs. .402 on the clock, 81-51. New Albany in so much control. They have been all contest long. Boucher, he does hit the first. Second attempt coming for Austin. He now has, make it 12 points. Back to Romeo. He did mention that he will be announcing in the spring on who he will be playing his basketball for. I'm sure it's only going to be 1 year. It's East. He has that teardropper down. That is an absolute dynamic weapon for Sean East. He's hit it a couple times here tonight. 83-53, turnover, 340. Romeo, Euro step. That's a 2. Shocking that didn't go in. That's New Albany. I think they're shooting like 87%. I kid. That's Boucher all the way to the cup and the finger roll. East, no good. Was quicker the ball was Stevenson. Wide open triple for Irvin. No good. Boucher boards. From deep is Boucher. No good. Irvin with the rebound. Getting a little sloppy out here now with the game in hand. Pressure comes. East, he'll dribble it back out. Romeo, though, wants it on the block. When Romeo wants it, he gets. And he pulls and turns. No good. Boucher with the board. Over the timeline. Croft. Nice move. Croft was just patient enough to let the defense open up. And then he took it to the bucket for another lay-in. He now has 10 points. Romeo showing you the handle. Look at that bounce pass. His vision is so underrated. Romeo Langford with an assist. 2:25 remaining. Brooks stole. Sean East. He needs to back it out because he's going to get. Ooh. Keyon let him go. Now comes back out with it. Carball back to Keyon. Keyon takes some hit and then shows you the hustle over and back. Over and back is the call. Turnover on north side. Checking in is Brandon Johnson. Jordan Moore checking out. Nearing 2 minutes remaining in this game. Romeo Langford has been Romeo Langford. And 1, Romeo. 2-2 good. The talented senior drops in the finger roll and he'll head to the line for the three-point opportunity. Romeo Langford. .37 points for the senior. And the lock for Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana. as Brandon Johnson fouls out with the 5 personals. Jordan Moore will check in with 1:58 left in this contest. Connects. $89-57, lob to Croft, couldn't get it. Langford, hesitation dribble, flares it out to Sean East, got it. Sean East hits another 3, and they're 8 away from a hundo. East, 4 triples. He's got 8 points in this fourth quarter, no good. Rebound, Irvin. 92-57. Romeo. And the 3-ball. Romeo Langford. 95-57. 30-second timeout as they just want to get Romeo off the floor. 95-57. And he just dropped 40 points. As the whole Southport faithful is screaming IU. They are chanting it here for Romeo Langford. No shock there as the Bloomington faithful want him ever so badly. As Romeo will check out with 40 points. What a talent. And Mr. Basketball, you're looking at him right there, ladies and gentlemen. 95-57, 110 left, and now everyone is absolutely leaving. Keyon's off the floor, as well as Romeo. 1 minute left. Corleone Davis can't get it to go. 57 seconds. Just got rid of that. And shocking that that didn't go down, as they have hit about everything they have thrown up. New Albany has played a heck of a game here tonight. Davis gets it back. Kick out, Causey. Short, Davis there, and gets a bucket. Corleone Davis get his first bucket of the game. But what an offensive output for Romeo Langford. 40-point game here against the number 9 team in the state of Indiana. New Albany will drop out of that top place, but I don't believe for long. They are absolutely loaded, and they are a tough, tough team. And my favorite for the 4A state title down there in Indianapolis. But what a absolute dub and drubbing for the number 1 team, the New Albany Bulldogs. They win 97-59 over the Northside Legends. Romeo Langford with 40 points. 40 points for Romeo as he was serenaded by the IU faithful here as he left the floor. But we will sign off for here. Thanks for joining us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. For Jeff Mahoney, Balin Height, I am Tim Atkinson. You have been watching Indiana High School basketball right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne High.
Plong with the dink.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the University of St. Francis, located in the heart of Fort Wayne, Indiana, where the Cougar basketball programs have won 2 national championships and finished runner-up twice since 2010. And the Cougar football program is fresh off a 2016 national championship. USF is a 3-time gold-level Champions of Character institution, one of only 12 NAIA schools to earn that distinction. The University of St. Francis provides you the opportunity to get a great education while competing for championships.